Will Bruin going up against his former team, the Houston Dynamo. What have you made of his years so far and how he's progressed from the beginning all the way through now?
It's been very, very good for us. I think you would say that it's probably a win-win for both player and club, because Wilmer's obviously come and put his own little style of play together that he feels comfortable with. But Will has come here and like a second chance for him to start fresh, and he's really done well. He's done everything we've asked. He had the elbow dislocation, and he's such a tough kid that he powered through that and was able to give us minutes even playing with that brace. And he's got 11 goals. That speaks volumes.
Clint obviously draws a lot of attention with 12 goals this year. How nice is it knowing that you have a guy up front in Will who maybe takes some of the pressure off Nico and Clint?
Well, I think it's different. I think it's different pressure. So if you're looking at the 18-yard box, and we obviously like to play down the wing channels, so Joven or Kelvin are there, right? Bruin's always in the box, getting to the 6-yard box, getting to the near post, creates that little space in behind where Dempsey likes to pick up balls, where Nico likes to pick up balls. So Will is very effective. And, when the ball comes to him there in front of goal, a lot of times he puts that away. So it's been a win-win again for Clint, for Nico, for Will. I think it sets us up pretty good.
Seems like one of the reasons Houston's such a tough place to play away over the years has just been literally just because of the heat, because it's so hot. Do you think having this game in November might help mitigate that obstacle?
Of course, yeah, of course. I mean, if it's 100 degrees and the tempo's slower, those are challenging games, but this game will have its challenges as well. I mean, we'll see what the field conditions like. I know they had grow lights on the field. I saw some of those shots. So field condition, a good opponent. Yes, it's November, but it'll be a tough game.
The field was a huge storyline in their first series. Have you heard anything about what that?
Look, it's out of our control. We always control the controls. We'll go down there and we'll look at the field and we'll assess it then. I'm sure they've worked hard at it to get it in a playing condition. I'm sure, because Wilmer wants to play good soccer too.
So, Coach, you've learned from having guys on international duty how to sort of prepare them when they come back and get them ready for games. What are some of those challenges, especially when you look at the Dynamo and their 300 players coming back from Australia?
Well, that's obviously a lot of miles on them, but, Nico was in Poland, Europe. Gustav obviously had a very emotional, trip. It's challenging. It's challenging. A lot of it comes down to the individual players. They have to kind of, get back into the rhythm that they have here at home. Traveling with your national team, it's a different rhythm. It's a different, different circumstances. So hopefully a couple of days rest in their own beds helps our guys, and I'm sure the Houston guys will do the same.
Were you able to talk to Coach Fewing after Seattle University's win last night?
No, he wouldn't return my calls. He was too busy. But I'm sure he'll catch up. We'll catch up. It was a very entertaining soccer match. UDub played very well. Seattle U got the winner in overtime. So it was an exciting game and another testament to the soccer here in the Northwest. It was a really well-attended college game and a really well-played college game.
I asked you about this earlier in the season, but with a whole full another season under his belt, what have you made of Nico's kind of adjustment in his second year, and just like how teams are kind of attacking him differently than they were last year to try and neutralize him?
Well, I think if you're talking about the fouling, because I think he's the most number one fouled guy in the league, I think that has slowed him down. They've attempted to do that. I think we've played a little bit better as of late, so some of that adjustment period that he had first 6 months to a full season, I think he's figured some of that out. Our team in general, not just Nico, but getting Dempsey back in the mix and how those guys fit together, and Victor now and some of that, I think that all was just going to take some time. I mean, some people were, early in the year were saying, well, Nico's not the same, and, well, he's the same. It's just teams, have found ways, yes, to slow him down, but he's still going to create opportunities. He's still going to get his chances on goal. He's still a big part of our team. So we're happy to have him.
Speaking of Albert Elise, this is your first game going against him with Kelvin Leardom in the back. How would you assess his play as like a one-on-one defender and what he brings to be able to try and slow him down on the wing?
Well, Kelvin's an experienced guy. He's played at a very, very high level. All of our outside backs, Joven, Nuhu, Kelvin, they're special players. They're very, very talented. They're very good at what they do. So, it's an intriguing matchup for the soccer purists out there.
Is there any sort of read on Jordan or Ozzy's availability for the first leg yet, or is that still a...
When they're ready, they will play. And they are tough kids.
Gotcha.